Hi, my name's Armida. This is me, and welcome to my channel. Oh my gosh, I got one of those really cool sunset lamps that changes all these colors and like makes it look really cool. Yo, I really wanted to try it out for this video and show you the really cool lighting. If you're new here, I am a cloudscape, cityscape, oil painter specializing in sunset. So I'm like really excited to try out this like cool lamp because it's like literally encapsulating a little sunset in my own room, and it's like so fun. So this week we're going to be doing a sort of like week in my life as I start working on this canvas. We're going to do another one of my cloudscapes, sunset sort of thing. The source image of this one is rather wispy and like really airy and breathable, so I know I gotta work on this one pretty fast while it's like, so I can like blend it a lot. Yeah, so I also like to show you a week in my life as an artist while I'm also working on these paintings, kind of cutting in between all my hours I put in the studio and all the fun stuff I get to do outside of the studio because I'm an artist working from home. Yeah, so it's mostly the premises of a lot of my videos, my favorite kind of videos to shoot, just like a little fun week in my life so that you guys get a little peek of me and I get to update you, and this is pretty fun. Yeah, so that's the start of this video, and yeah, let's starting to work on this painting. Okay. I am so excited for fall and to celebrate Halloween in any sense of the word. So if you see me busting out my fall Halloween decorations so early on, I'm giving you this warning now. I'm updating you now. Like, I know we're in the middle of summer and it's so hot outside. I am going to not be able to celebrate Halloween like I normally would because our baby girls do in the middle of October, of course. So I'm giving myself full permission to start celebrating this like holiday, this time of year, as early as I want. I'm saying it now just because I want to accept anything that will give me any sort of like little bit of happiness, and because I know that in the future my life will be turned upside down and everything's gonna change. Plus the holidays like Christmas, New Year's, I'm just gonna be a mess at that time as well. I already bought a fall candle, that like a little fall candle. I just got a little one because I'm not too sure how. I want to be fully safe with like the cats now. I haven't burnt a candle since we adopted the cats. But yeah, I want to bust out my like pumpkin shaped mugs, and I want to watch my Halloween movies. All my pumpkins. I want to have pumpkin pie. I want it to be nice and cool out. I want to dress up in a little costume if I could find one that fits. I just want to do it all, you know? It's just not that I have to justify anything that I do, but I find that as I get older, I really care less of what other people think of, especially for stuff that I enjoy. Like, the more I can be unapologetically me, the happier I am. So if there's something that you really enjoy that people might think is weird, like a holiday, and you want to celebrate for 3 months, then like I totally support you. Like, you got me backing you up, okay? Okay, does it. Christian and I like to try out new food places when we can, when we remember. I mean, it's always a good idea to like broaden your restaurant game, if that makes sense. And the other day we tried out this new place called Slapfish. I would say kind of like California street food, kind of seafood. But they had all sorts of different types of seafood. Like I got it was kind of like a grilled cheese, but with crab and lobster in it. I don't know. I read off the menu and it really caught my eye, and I was like, I gotta have that right now. And Christian got like a shrimp burrito, basically, and they like drizzled like some sauce on it. Oh gosh, he let me have like a couple bites, and it was really, really good. Oh my gosh, look at that. Lots of cheese. Yeah, you're welcome. What'd you get again?
Shrimp burrito.
Shrimp burrito.
Has fries in it too. Pickled onions.
And yeah, we're sitting there eating it, and I was like, oh gosh, like we really need to like try out new restaurants more often. Cause yeah, we live in a really populated area of the valley where there's just like a lot of restaurants just like nearby. There's just so many options. There's so many options of restaurants that it can feel really overwhelming when you're like, oh, we want to eat out, we want to go on like a little date thing, you know, just the two of us. So yeah, this is just a little PSA that maybe you should try a new restaurant when you go out to eat, and maybe not the same like McDonald's. Even though McDonald's is good, it can be good. It's just like, oh, you know, maybe broaden your horizons, because especially, I mean, it can be really scary to try out a new place. Because Slapfish, it was not cheap. I mean, shrimp and lobster, those aren't really cheap options for food. They really aren't, especially when you live out in the desert like we do. But it was honestly good, and I'm glad that we went, because I wouldn't have had like a grilled cheese with crab and lobster probably ever. You know, like who makes that decision? Not me. Yeah. Oh, and we also went to go see Thor: Love and Thunder. Thor: Love and Thunder with some of Christian's friends from work. Yeah, they let me tag along as the pregnant wife. You know, I'm all pregnant. I'm the wife. With all these guys going out to see a movie. Oh yeah, we went to Harkins, which I know is a Arizona movie theater chain, but just here in Arizona. If you're outside of Arizona and you're watching this, I don't know what kind of movie theater experience that you guys have, but I love Harkins so much, and it's like I've been to other like theaters, like the big chains like AMC and of course, you know, everybody's got AMC, but like something about Harkins is just like the quality of the movie experience is so good. It's so clean. A lot of theaters have like the really nice seats where you can like recline, and you got a lot of room. And the popcorn, Harkins popcorn is so good. Oh, like during the pandemic when everything was shut down, like at the very beginning, the very first thing my parents wanted that they were not able to get was Harkins movie theater popcorn, because all the theaters were closed, obviously. So they like door dashed popcorn from their local Harkins just because it's that good. I'm just saying that. They got the nice like artificial butter that's just amazing. Oh, I just love Harkins. I love Harkins so much. And it's pretty close to my birthday. I had like, Harkins gave me like $5 in like rewards. So I treated myself to a blue raspberry icy, and it was so good. Again, I think I said it in my last video where I was like, I'm finding myself like really nostalgic for like treats that I used to have as a kid. And yeah, a blue raspberry icy was totally something that I would have loved as a kid. Like, we went to the movie theater, mom's like, what do you want? I'm like, I want a blue raspberry icy. Of course I do. Oh, so it was so good. And of course Kristen and I got popcorn. We have like special rewards where we pay like a yearly fee, and that every time we go to the movie theater we can get a free medium popcorn. Yeah, of course I'm gonna do that. Yeah, here I am talking about food again. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm just so pregnant and and I'm just so excited about food. Yeah, so that's what we did, and it was a pretty good time. Yeah, Thor: Love and Thunder was not bad of a movie. Honestly, all these Marvel movies, they're all a pretty good time when you watch them. So yeah, nothing to complain about. Okay, yeah, I know. I'm done stalling. Let me tell you about 2 dreams that I've had during this pregnancy that I thought were like very interesting when I thought about them. Like I think they have some sort of psychological meaning to them for me. Well, first off, I'm really not one to have many dreams or to remember many dreams. But like, when I sleep, I just sleep, and I really don't have many dreams, but I do sleep really good, so at least I have that going for me. But during the first trimester, when I was like really nervous about this pregnancy, you know, just being really scared and everything, you know, I don't really need to explain why, but I had a dream that at that time, I, like, went into labor and passed out and, like, basically gave birth to our baby in, like, my sleep, if that makes sense. Like, I went into labor, they took me to the hospital, I passed out, like, maybe it was, like, some sort of C-section thing, and when I woke up, boom, there she was, a perfectly healthy baby, and I remember being so confused in the dream, like, wait a minute, I am only a couple months along. I barely know that you're a girl. Why are you perfectly healthy? And it made no sense to me. I think that's why I woke up. And the second dream, I had it probably in like the second trimester, like at least a month later, like a good amount of time later, where I was feeling more confident about the pregnancy, more confident about being a mom. I had another dream that I went to labor. Everything went wrong. My parents had to be the ones to take me to the hospital and not my husband. Like, he came late, if that makes sense. Like, maybe he was like he was at work and he had to like come down to the hospital, and our baby, she didn't make it. I was full term, and when she came out, she was like a tiny little frail thing, like probably as big as she is right now, or maybe even smaller than that. And I remember being so confused, like why isn't she crying? Like, why is she so tiny? And then the nurses and the doctors being like not telling me anything. I was just sobbing, and Christian had to come and like comfort me, and my dad was there, and he was like very mad for some reason, like yelling at the doctors because it didn't work out, which is really weird because my dad's really not like an angry person. He's not really one to just like yell at people. Yeah, it was, and then I just woke up just like, you know, crying. Like I think it was one of those dreams where I like woke up and I just had tears. Yeah, so those are my two dreams that I had. It wasn't till like a bit later when I like thought back on them, and you know, stuff with the pregnancy is going pretty good right now. It's kind of like my brain was telling me in those dreams the opposite, kind of like preparing me for what could happen and giving me those scenarios to like, I don't know, definitely not to comfort me. I guess when I was very early along, I wasn't thinking about the birth exactly like that and going perfectly fine. I was very negative, all up in my head when I had that first dream. And so I think it was like my brain telling me, hey, it's going to be like a little bit, it'll feel like a flash, and then boom, the baby will be here, you know, the birth, the childbirth itself. Because, yeah, that first dream, everything went fine, and I wasn't expecting it. But yeah, then the second dream, I was like just starting to relax about the pregnancy, feeling good. And then I had like a terrible dream where it was like probably the worst case scenario, our little girl not making it. Which I'm very comfortable talking about it now because in the dream it was so ridiculous. Like I was full term, like huge belly, but she came out like so tiny, and I know that's not gonna happen because like I know that she's growing. I know everything's fine. I'm very confident with as of right now, everything is pretty good. So I'm not super scared about that exact scenario happening as of right now. So I feel very comfortable talking about it. Oh, it's just so weird that like what your brain can do to you when you're in these like really stressful situations. But also their dreams, they really don't mean much, but it's just very crazy how me personally, I'm not super like stressed about the birth in general. Right now all my fears are about like everything afterwards. Yeah, I just thought that I'd share that like it's really weird that what your brain can like explain with you. I mean, if you guys have any like interpretations of my dreams, feel free to tell me in the comments, because that's what I was able to deduce from them. So sadly, that's where I'm gonna have to end it today. I got a lot more footage of me painting than I originally thought I was going to for one video. But what are you gonna do? So stay tuned for my next video for me to continue working on this painting. Make sure to like this video if you liked it, and subscribe for more painting content. And I'll see you next time. Okay, goodbye.